Welcome to Tiger Stadium in Detroit, where today it is the special Stratomatic All-Time League, as today the 2016 Chicago Cubs take on the 1984 Detroit Tigers. Hello everybody, the STM is here for a very exciting night of baseball as we're going to play a little advanced Stratomatic on the PC. It's going to be the 84 Tigers and the 2016 Cubs, both champions in their own right. Both teams kind of going in different directions so far in the major leagues. The Chicago Cubs are in first place in the NL Central. Their record so far is 16-9. They're 2 games ahead of the 75 Reds, 2.5 above the 79 Pirates, 6 back of the 82 Brewers, and 11.5 in back of the lowly St. Louis Cardinals as they're having a tough stretch of it. They're playing the Detroit Tigers. They're 4th in the AL Central. They're 10-15. They're 5.5 back of the 2005 White Sox. 1920 Indians are in 2nd. They're 3 back. In 1991 Twins, they're 3.5 back. So the Tigers are in 4th. 5.5 back. The Royals are in last place, a good team in their own right, 6.5 back. And let's look at some of the grand totals so far as we enter this game. As the Detroit Tigers are in the top 10 in hitting, they're hitting .266. That's a little bit above league average. And they're playing, again, they are playing today a very hot Chicago Cub team. The Chicago Cubs are hitting .264, right around the Detroit Tigers. So both teams hitting above average in this league. In the team ERA department, let's take a look at that for you. The Chicago Cubs are in the top 10. They're 3.60 ERA. That's a little bit above the league ERA of 4.21. The Tigers, I believe, they're in the bottom 10. They are at a 5.08. So there's your problem with the Tigers so far. They have not got, their pitching has struggled so far in this great league. Let's look at our league leaders. Leading the majors in hitting and the American League is Derek Jeter at 387. Brett Boone is second at 385, while Don Mueller leads the National League at 381. Leading the majors in home runs is Jermaine Dye. He'll be followed by Chet Lemon of these Tigers and Carlos Pena. So 3 American League guys with 9. Luis Gonzalez leads the National League with 8. Ryan Klesko is also with 8 also. Ryan Klesko leads the majors in RBIs with 26. Chet Lemon is having an MVP season. He leads the American League in RBIs also with 26, also with Tino Martinez. So Chet Lemon is having a great year. He's hitting another lefty today in John Lester. So, again, could be a good outing for Lemon and the Tigers. We'll see. I'll be playing as the Tigers today, as I'll be playing as the home team. See if I can get their ship righted today. Again, we're playing dice mode, running the computer roll its own dice. And here we go. So Jack Morris on the mound. He's making his 6th start. He's 3-2. ERA 3.96. 37 hits in 36 innings. 21 strikeouts and 10 walks. So here come the Tigers as they take the field. Here comes their lefty hitting lineup. Herndon in left. Lemon in center. Gibson right. Barbaro Garbe gets a start at 3rd. Tremmel at short. Whitaker at 2nd. Dave Bergman is your first baseman. Lance Parrish is behind the plate, and on the mound, the right hand of the cat, Jack Morris. Here is your Chicago Cub lineup so far for today. The Cubs lineup will be Dexter Fowler in center leading off, followed by Ben Zobrist in second. Chris Bryant at third base batting third. Anthony Rizzo batting fourth at first. William Contreras batting fifth behind the plate. Jason Hayward batting sixth and right. Javi Baez gets the start at DH batting seventh. Addison Russell batting eighth to shortstop, and Jorge Solar is your batting ninth and left fielder. Remember, this is a universal DH league. Are we ready for baseball? Let's get this going as we're about to get some great baseball action here from Tiger Stadium, one of the venerable parks in the majors. This is the beginning of a three-game series between these two highly touted teams. So Dexter Fowler leads off. Jack Morris is ready, and here we go. And that is a line drive base hit for Fowler. So Fowler's out of the base hit. Not much speed for Dex. He will only be a 1-7 getting the lead. Lance Parrish is a -3. Here's the second baseman, Ben Zobrist, hitting .220. He's already got his 100 at bat, so right now you're getting past that small sample size. 5 doubles, a triple, and 10 RBIs. Parrish sets the target. Morris from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Zobrist, and that's a 4-5 fly ball to center. Lemon is there, makes the catch, and there's one away. Here is the third baseman, Chris Bryant, hitting .283, 6 home runs, and 18 runs batted in. Morris gets the sign from Parrish, locks in. Here's the pitch to Chris Bryant, and that is a 5-6 ground ball to short. Tremble should turn 2. Oh, he does not turn 2. That could go through for a base hit. Let's see if he's the one holding. Nope, he gets the play at second, and that's all. Bryant beats the return throw, and they got lucky there. With a right-handed batter, Whitaker was covering, so Trammell was able to make the play. Here's the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. 99 at bats, 6 doubles, 3 triples, 5 homers, 14 RBIs. He's hitting .283. Parrish puts down the side. Morris working from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 out. Here's the pitch to Rizzo. 4-9 single, base hit Rizzo. Bryant will stop at second. First and second, 2 outs, and the Cubs have started strong here in the first inning in Detroit. Here's the catcher, Wilson Contreras, .255, 1 homer, 9 RBIs. Right-handed batter for these Cubbies. Parrish sets the target. Morris from the stretch. He's trying to get out of this first inning with nothing on the board. Here's the pitch, and that's a 3-7. Walked him, and the Cubs have the bases loaded in 2 outs. And here's the right fielder, Jay Hayward. So Jason Hayward, .286, the Jay Hay Kid. 6 doubles, 3 homers, 12 RBIs. So Hayward comes up, bases loaded, 2 outs. Morris trying to get out of the first inning. Parrish from the stretch. Morris looks in. Here's the pitch to Hayward, and that's a 6-10 back behind the plate. That's Parrish. That's a foul out and makes the catch, and he gets Morris out of the jam. No runs, 2 hits, and leaves the bases loaded. We go to the first inning. No score from Tiger Stadium. So the Cubs defensively, Solar, Fowler, and Hayward, that's a 4-3-1. Bryant, Russell, Zobrist, and Rizzo, that's a 3-1-3-1. Wilson Contreras is your catcher. He's a 3 of the -2 arm. And on the mound, John Lester. Lester's 4-1 ERA. Yes, he's having a Cy Young type start, 1.46 ERA. 29 hits in 37 innings, 8 walks, 31 strikeouts. He pitches well to lefties and pitches well to righties. In advance, you don't have to worry about his hold, so his +8 does not hurt as much. Here are the Tigers. Their lineup is going to be Whitaker and Trammell, followed by Gibson and Parrish, Lemon and Herndon, followed by Evans, Garbey, and Bergman. Let's do this from Tiger Stadium as the Tigers come up the bat. Here's Sweet Lou Whitaker. Again, he's reached his 100 at-bats. He's hitting .280, 3 doubles, 4 homers, 13 runs batted in. Contreras sets the target. Lester, the windup. Here's the pitch. Lefty-lefty matchup. 112 ground ball to short. Addison Russell comes up with it, throws him out, and you have one away. Here's a shortstop, Alan Trammell. He's only hitting .214. He's struggling a bit. 2 doubles, a triple, 2 homers, 12 ribbies. Contreras sets in the target. Lester with a big windup. Here's the pitch to Trammell, And that's a 4-7. It got him on strikes. Big second out of the inning. And here is the guy that makes the Tigers go, Kurt Gibson. 96 at-bats, 2 doubles, 2 triples, 5 homers, 17 RBIs. Hitting quite well, 281. Left-handed batter against Lester. Contreras sets in the target. Lester with the windup, and here's a pitch to Gibson. And that's a 6-10. Ground ball to third, Bryant. He's a 320. Comes up with it and throws it in the dirt. Rizzo cannot dig it out, and Gibson will beat it out. So Chris Bryant with a 2-out error extends the inning. And now here come the Tigers who can really hit some lefties. Lance Parrish will come up. He's hitting 255, 2 doubles, 5 homers, 15 ribbies. I bet you can notice a difference in statistics for lefties and righties with Parrish. On deck is Lemon. He's having that career April so far, followed by Larry Herndon, who mashes lefties. So this is a bad spot for Lester being with 2 outs. He needs to get Parrish out here. Contreras sets the target. Lester working from the stretch, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-7 base hit for Parrish. Gibson will go to third without a throw. Goes to third, stays there. And the Tigers got 2 on and 2 out. And here comes Mr. Chet Lemon. Lemon hitting 320, 7 doubles, a triple. Leads the majors with 9 home runs. Leads the American League in RBIs with 26. He's having a great season. He is a 7L versus lefties, so he mashes lefties. Lemon steps up against Lester, 2 outs in the first. Contreras put down the target. Lester working from the stretch. First and third, 2 outs, a pitch to Chet Lemon. That is a 3-single 1-3 base hit. That is why Chet Lemon's having a year. He's getting the 15% split chances. Base hit for Herndon. 1-0 Tigers. So RBI for Lemon. Tigers lead 1-0. And here is Larry Herndon. Herndon on the year, hitting 279, 3 doubles, a homer, 7 RBIs, probably splitting time with Johnny Grubb in the outfield. So here is Larry. Contreras sets in the target. Lester from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Herndon, and that's a 5-4 fly ball left field. Solar is there, makes the catch. And the Tigers growl first. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 big error. We played 1, Tigers 1, Cubs nothing. Top of second here at Tiger Stadium. So top of the second, it will be Javi Baez, Addison Russell, and Jorge Solar, young part of this Cubs lineup, against Jack Morris. So Morris digs in, gets a sign from Parrish. Here's the pitch to Baez. Baez hitting 206, 3 homers, 11 RBIs. Oh, Baez hit by a pitch, and he goes down. Baez is going to have to be helped, I think, off the field, and he is clutching, I believe, around his wrist area. Oh, he hit him flush. I don't know if he hit the bat first or hit him. Oh, the hands are ringing here on Baez. They're going to come to him right now, and it looks like they're going to walk him off the field. They're not even going to even test it. So Baez will go out. Both teams are 100% healthy until now. So this will be a key member for the Cubs to lose for a short period of time. We'll have more from our in-depth reporter on Javi Baez's situation. But the Cubs are going to need a pinch runner. Chris Conlon will run. So Conlon runs for Baez. Run first. Nobody out here is Addison Russell. So Morris now gets the sign from Parrish. Oh, things getting a little bit testy here in Detroit. Morris from the stretch gets the sign from Parrish and locks in. Here's a pitch to Russell. Russell hitting 266, 2 homers, 9 ribbies. Pitch to Russell. 5-3 ground ball to first. Good play by Bergman. Conlon will go to second and touches the bag. Runner on second and 1 out. And here's Jorge Solar. 298, 2 doubles, 4 homers, 7 RBIs. Again, this is 227 at-bats for Solar. So here's Parrish, sets in the target. Morris working from the stretch. Runner on second, 1 out, and the pitch. That's a 6-6 fly ball to center. Lemon's there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here's center fielder Dexter Fowler. He singled his first time up. Morris was able to strand Fowler on the bases. Paris sets in the target. Morris working from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 out, and the pitch. And that's a 2-7 ground ball to second. Whitaker has it. Goes to Bergman and the Tigers. And the Cubs will strand one. No runs, 1 hit, and a huge injury. We go to the bottom of the second inning. It's 1-0 Tigers. So bottom of the second, as we play a key NAL versus NL Central game right now. As we play the second inning, it will be Evans followed by Garbe and Bergman. So Evans hitting .239, pulls 2 homers, 4 RBIs. Not yet found the swing. He's hitting okay. He's about 70 at-bats. Contreras sets the target. Lester with the windup. Here's the pitch to Evans. And that's a 4-6 and struck him out. John Lester looking good. Here's Barbaro Garbe. Gets the start today, seeing .333, 45 at-bats, 4 doubles, 3 RBIs. Seems to begin the starts versus the left-handed pitching this year. Contreras sets in the target. John Lester from the windup. Here's the pitch. And it's going to be a 6-8 fly ball to center. Fowler's there, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Now here's the first baseman in for his defense, Big Bergman. 55 at-bats, 3 doubles, 3 homers, 7 RBIs. Hitting pretty good, .273. Contreras sets in the target. Lester looks in, and the pitch. Lefty-lefty matchup. 2-6 pop up to second. Zobrist is there, makes the catch, and we play 2. At the end of 2, Tigers lead 1-0. So for the Cubs, it'll be Zobrist, Bryant, and Rizzo for the Cubbies. So Jack Morris comes out for the top of the 3rd inning. Morris so far has gone 2 innings, 2 hits, and a walk, and he has survived Cubs rallies. Paris sets down the target. Jack Morris from the windup. Here's the pitch to Zobrist. 1-4 ground ball to third. Garbe comes up and throws out the Bergman for out number 1. Here is Chris Bryant. He's 0 for 1. He hit into a force his first time up. Paris puts down the target. Morris looks in. Righty matchup, and here's the pitch to Bryant. And that's a 6-6 fly ball to center. Lemon's got a lot of room, makes the catch, and there is 2 outs here in the 3rd. Here's the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo singled his first time up. Paris sets in the target. Rizzo just hit his 100th at-bat. Morris gets the sign. Righty-lefty matchup. Here's the Rizzo. That is a 1-7 of Rizzo draws the walk. Always a high on-base percentage guy. Now runner on first and 2. Here's the catcher, Wilson Contreras. Walked his first time up. No official at bat. Paris sets in the target. Morris looks in. From the stretch, Rizzo to get a lead. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-9 and struck him out. So split finger away from Morris. We play 2.5, 1-0 Tigers. So it'll be Lou Whitaker, Alan Trammell, and Kirk Gibson for the Tigers in the 3rd. For the Motown men, taking on the Cubbies. So last of the 3rd inning, it will be Whitaker followed by Trammell and Gibson. Contreras sets in the target. John Lester looks in from the windup. Here's the pitch to Whitaker. That's a 6-6 single. No! Rizzo with a nice play. Takes it to the bag. 1 away. Rizzo gobbled it up. Good defending first baseman. Here is Alan Trammell. Trammell struck out his first time up. Trammell, 85 at-bats so far. Struggling with the bat a little bit. So here we go. Contreras sets in the target. Lester looks in. Here's a pitch to Alan Trammell. 4-2. Walked him. So Trammell's on first with 1 out. Trammell, not much speed. Again, Contreras' -2 will help. Here's the first baseman, Kirk Gibson. Reached on an error on Chris Bryant his first time up. And then I believe he came around the score as the Tigers got some big hits, including an RBI by Chet Lemon. Contreras sets in the target. Lester from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. Looking in. He looks back at Trammell, and here's the pitch. That will be a 3-7. Struck him out. Lester, slider away. 2 outs here in the 3rd. And here is Parrish. Parrish is 1 for 1. He singled Gibson the 3rd, allowing Lemon to come up and get the big knock. And that was back in the 1st inning. So 2 outs in the 3rd. Trammell to take a lead off first. He's being held by Rizzo. Contreras sets in. Lester from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Parrish. And that's going to be a 5-10 fly ball right field. Hayward doesn't have to move, makes the catch. And we play 3 in Motown. It's 1-0 Tigers. 1-0 Tigers. We go to 4th inning. The Cubs will send up Hayward, Conlon, and Russell for the Cubbies. So here comes Jason Hayward, 283, 6 doubles, 3 homers, 12 RBIs. Parrish sets in the target. Morris looks in with the windup. Here's a pitch to the J.A. Kid. 1-8, ground ball to second. Whitaker gobbles it up. Goes to Bergman for out number 1. And now up is Chris Conlon. He's in the lineup because of the Javi Baez injury. Still no word. We'll get that to you as soon as we have everything updated. Conlon has been up 10 times. 1 hit, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts, using limited play. Can hit righties well. This could be a good situation for him to get some hits. Parrish sets in the target. Morris from the windup. Here's a pitch to Conlon, and that's a 3-6, and struck him out. Second out in the 4th. And here's the shortstop, Addison Russell. Russell grounded out his first time up. Morris mowing down the Cubs through 3 2/3. Only giving up 2 hits so far. Parrish puts down the sign. Jack Morris with the windup. Here's the pitch to Russell. 6-8, base hit right field. So Addison Russell's on. Runner on first in, 2 outs. For the right fielder, the young Jorge Solar. Left fielder, Cuban, comes up. Again, the Cubs have a couple guys in this lineup who have limited ABs. I have to look and see maybe if I'm missing anything off the roster that I should have added. I believe I have everybody. But they have 2 or 3 guys with such will have usage issues coming up. Parrish puts down the signs. Morris from the stretch. Runner on first in, 2 outs. Here's a pitch to Solar. 2-12. Oh, what a bullet at Garbe. Had it played perfectly. That's why he called the hot corner. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Tigers lead 1-0. So here it is, Mr. Chet Lemon. 1-for-1 RBI base hit. Average now up to 333. Major League leading 27 RBIs on the season. Contreras sets in the target. John Lester from the big windup. Lefty-righty matchup and the pitch. And that's going to be a 3-8. Strike him out. Good strikeout for Lester. 1 out of the 4th. Here's left fielder Larry Herndon. Herndon's 0-for-1. Flied out his first time up. Contreras sets in the sign. Lester looks in with a big windup and pitch to Herndon. And that's a 5-10 fly ball to right. Hayward's there. Makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here is Dwight Evans. 2 outs in the 4th. Evans on the year hitting .235. Contreras sets in the sign. Lester looks in the big windup and pitch to Darrell Evans. 2-5, struck him out. Lefty matchup, and John Lester is smooth through 4. Let's head to the 5th. We're spinning records here in Motown. It's 1-0 Tigers, making cards and spinning some records. So top of the 5th inning, as it's a nice crowd here at Tiger Stadium. First, the Interleague 3-game series between the first place NL Central Cubs. Let's go back to the field as Fowler will lead off. He'll be followed by Zobrist and Bryant. Again, I'm taking the Tigers here up 1-0. But so far, it's a good matchup. Cubs out hitting Detroit 3-2. They made the only error in the game, and that was a very big error in the first inning. Parrish sets in the target. Morris looks in. Here's the windup to Fowler. Fowler on a 2-7. Ground ball to second. He dead rolled him. If you were with me on my video before, that's what you get. When you get an out in the middle of all hits in the column, Whitaker's got it. Goes to Bergman for the first out. Here is Ben Zobrist, 216, no homers, 10 RBIs. He's had enough at bats to make him now to say, hey, he's had a struggling first half of the year. We're almost in the month of May, and Zobrist just getting over the Mendoza line. Zobrist is a switch hitter. He'll bat lefty against Morris. Parrish sets down. Morris looks in, gets the sign, rocks back. Here's the pitch to Zobrist. And that's a 3-9 fly ball to right. He had stuff in that column. He may have swung that ball 4. Gibson with the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here's Chris Bryant. He's 0-for-2, hit into a forced out and flied out. 0-for-2. Batting average has slipped to .277 in this game. Parrish puts down the sign, gets ready. Morris nods, and the big kick and delivery to Chris Bryant. 1-5 with a line drive in the gap. Lemon races and makes the catch and ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, go to Cubbies. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, 1-0 Tigers. So last the 5th, Tigers lead by a run. Garbe, Bergman, and Whitaker for the Tigers in the 5th. John Lester, so far smooth as silk through 4. So Lester comes on in. He has gone so far 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk. The only run so far has been unearned. Contreras sets down the sign. Lester with the big windup. Here's the pitch to Garbe. 5-7 and struck him out. So John Lester strong again. Here is Dave Bergman. He's 0 for 1. He popped up his first time up. Contreras sound the sign for him. Lester looks in. Runner on first. Lester, the windup, pitch to Bergman. 1-4 base hit for Bergman. Runner on first and 1 out. So Bergman's on. There's a lefty-lefty matchup that results in a hit. Both teams with 3 hits. And now here's the second baseman, Lou Whitaker. He's grounded out twice. Lester's been ahead of him both times, been able to get him to keep the ball on the ground. Contreras puts down the sign for him. Lester working from the stretch. He looks in. Bergman at first. He is held at first base. And here's the pitch to Whitaker. And that's going to be a 1-9 ground ball to first. Rizzo turned around, goes to Rizzo. Oh, that's all they're going to get. Great play by Rizzo. He got the lead runner, and then, but a great slide by Bergman prevented a double play opportunity. So 2 outs in the 5th, and now here's a shortstop, Trammell. He has struck out and walked. So Lester steps off the mound, working from the stretch. They know Lester has trouble holding runners on. Whitaker to take a good ample lead off first. Contreras puts down the sign for him, and he gets one that Lester likes. From the stretch, looks in at Whitaker, back to Trammell, and here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-7. Got the inside corner. John Lester through 5. 1-0 Tigers. Let's look at our report so far. John Lester, 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run was not earned, like we said. 1 walk, and he struck out 7. Morris, 5 innings, 3 hits, nothing across the board. 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. And we have an enormous crowd here at Tiger Stadium. 48,000 for an interleague opener between 2 past world champions. So top of the 6th, Tigers lead as the Cubs will be sent up. Here's a little bit on the out-of-town scoreboard. Mariners lead the Angels 4-2. The A's lead the Astros 7-1. Rangers lead the Indians 4-2, while the Red Sox lead the White Sox in a good matchup 4-1. And then it's the Rockies leading the Diamondbacks 9-8, I believe it is, or 9-5. It is the Mets leading the Phillies 4-1, while the Royals lead the Twins 3-1. It is the Reds leading the Brewers 7-0, while the Pirates lead the Fish 3-zip. Dodgers over the Braves 2-0, again in an excellent matchup, while the Blue Jays lead the Rays 2-1. It is the Cardinals leading the Nationals 2-1. And then in a matchup across town, it is the Giants and the Mets tied. I'm saying, no, that's the Padres and the Mets. Padres and the Giants, I should say. New York Giants tied at 1. And it was the Yankees leading the Orioles by a score of 3-2. So now here at the top of 6th inning, 1-0 Tigers. Rizzo followed by Contreras and Hayward here in the 6th. Oh, we've got an excellent matchup, folks, and a good one to say the least. Rizzo 1 for 1 with the walk. Parris sets in the target. Morris gets what he wants. Here's a pitch to Rizzo. And that's a 6-8 base hit, Rizzo. That's his second hit. That's why I like him as a Yankee, folks. I did not mind re-signing him. He'll have a full year, and to me, he can be a matinee idol in New York City. He's just a fresh face that likes to be there. He has that. He doesn't have that. He's forced to shave. He's already kind of clean-shaven, good-looking kid. He's going to get a full year at the Bronx and let the fans love him for it. I bet he'll have an extremely good year. Top of 6, Rizzo on at first. Morris working from the stretch now, so Contreras up. Cubs again controlled by the computer, so I got to be careful with Morris here. Run on first, nobody out. Morris steps off, Paris has that gun behind the plate with a -3. We'll keep runners close. Paris puts down the sign, and Morris working from the stretch, and here's the pitch to Contreras. It's a 5-fly ground ball to second. Whitaker's got it. He's only plays to first and goes to first. So Rizzo hustles down the second as Whitaker kind of got handcuffed by it. Runner on second and 1 out, and here is Jay Hayward. Hayward's 0 for 2. Again, his average has dropped to 280 with his 2 at-bats. It's higher than what he did during the season, so he's playing above expectation. And so right now, he'll be fouled by the designated hitter, Chris Conlon. Paris sets down the target. Morris working from the stretch. Runner on second and 1 out. Here's the pitch to Hayward. 1-4, fouls out behind the plate. Paris waits for it to come down, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. So now here's Chris Conlon. He struck out. He came in for the ailing Javi Baez, who had to go out. Conlon, a left-handed hitter. Again, he's 1 for 11 on the early season. Has not really had the repetition of at-bats. Rizzo stands in scoring position, 2 outs in the 6th. Tigers by a run. Paris sets down the target. Morris looks in from the stretch. Runner on second and 2 out. Pitch to Conlon. 2-7. Ground ball back to Morris. He's got it. He sets himself, throws a strike, and the Cubs are turned away in the 6th. So a big effort for Jack Morris. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 1-0 Tigers. So Lester comes out and works the 6th inning. He'll work against Gibson, Parrish, and then Lemon, the lefty, and then the big right-handed hitting brigade of these Tigers. So Lester in a big situation to keep the game where it's at. Contreras sets in the target. Gibson 0 for 2, got on base on an error and scored. Lester from the windup gets the sign, and here it is, lefty-lefty matchup. 4-6, got him on the inside corner. That's John Lester. So now here is Lance Parrish, 1 for 2, single in the first, which got Gibson the third, fly out in the third. Contreras sets in the signs. Lester looks in, winds up and pitches. And that's a 6 on a 1-17 base hit. Parrish, he's 2 for 3. So now here's Chester Earl Lemon, 1 for 2, single in the first, struck out in the 4th. Lester now has to work very smart here. He's got a tough hitter in Herndon on deck, and then you got Evans, who doesn't back down against lefties, and another good hitter in Garbe to follow. Remember, this was an unbelievable Tiger team in '84 that crushed their way to the World Series. Contreras puts down the sign. Lester from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. Pitch to Lemon. And that's going to be a 5-6 base hit for Lemon. He's 2 for 3. Parrish will go to third. So now the Cubbies with 1 out in the 6th, they are not playing the infield in. So they're going to hope here for a double play ball with Herndon. Is that a smart choice for these Cubbies? We'll find out. So Contreras goes out and talks to Lester. Possibly Joe Madden working on his bullpen right now. This is where you maybe get a righty in. And you keep Lester's innings down a little bit, or do you pitch to him? Lester's cool as cucumbers. Contreras sets down the sign. Lester working for the stretch. First and third, 1 out. Lester looks in. Here's the pitch to Herndon. 4-11 fly ball left field. Solar's a 4-4. This could be trouble. Comes in, can't make the catch. Herndon got it off the end of the bat. Solar got a bad read. Parrish scores, and it is 2-0 Tigers. Lemon hustles and goes to third. First and third, 1 out. Big base hit for Herndon. That is caught on a normal 1-3 fielder with Solar being a 4 that ends up costing the Cubbies. Here is Evans now. Contreras puts down the sign. Lester working from the stretch. First and third, 1 out. 2-0 Tigers. Pitch to Evans. 3-10 fly ball to shallow right. He's -4. That's going to get the +2. It's going to be a 1-11 for Lemon to score. Does he try to send the runner home? I believe, let's see. We'll hold. And the Tigers will hold. Ooh, Hayward throws in a strike, 2 away in the 6th. And now here's Barbaro Garbe. So Lester now 2-0 Tiger lead here. 2 outs in the 6th. Contreras puts down the sign for him. Left from the stretch. Bergman, the left-handed hitter, on deck. Here's the pitch to Garbe. 4-4. Catch X. That is Contreras. Pass ball or foul out. Does he make the play? Pass ball. Past Contreras. Here comes the runner up third. Scores. So Lemon scores from third on a pass ball. Herndon will take second. Tigers get a little insurance run on that. 3-0 Tigers. So Garbe stays at the plate. Lester, that was a slider away that Contreras could not get in front of. So now Contreras talks to Lester. He may have gotten crossed up. Contreras puts down a sign for him, gets ready. Lester from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Garbe. 1-10 is a ground ball short. Russell goes the first and ends the inning, but the Tigers add 2. We played 6, 3-0 Tigers. So the Tigers with a nice little lead so far. And yeah, look at John Lester's numbers. 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, only 1 was earned. So again, Lester not being helped out by his defense right now. Top of the 7th, it'll be Russell, followed by Solar and Fowler against Morris in the 7th. Morris does not look like he's losing any of that strength right now, even though he has the premier reliever on the Tigers, Willie Hernandez, in their bullpen. Parrish sets down the sign, and Morris looks in. Here's the pitch to Addison Russell. 2-4, ground ball back to Morris. He's got himself. He waits, gets set, throws a strike to Bergman, 1 out in the 7th. And here's Solar. He's 0 for 2. He's fouled out and flied out. Parrish puts down the sign. Morris looks in and nods. Here's a pitch to Solar, and that's a 4-4. That's the third baseman. That's Garbe. That's a tough play. He's got it. That's going to be a hit. Oh, he backed up on it. No play. And he got it over, and Solar actually beat it out. So runner on first. That's an infield hit. And Jack Morris was wondering why Garbe didn't charge it. He waited too long, and Solar beat the play. Runner on first, 1 out. Cubs given an opportunity. You want to give this Cub team an opportunity. They bring up their middle of this lineup. They are trouble. So now the Tigers have to look in. Fowler 1 for 3. Parrish sets down the target, puts in the sign. Morris working from the stretch, one of the rare times today, looks in. Runner on first and 1 out. Here's the pitch to Russell. And that's a 3-8 single. No! Trammell with a nice play. Runner will be held. Actually, that was a ground ball B. So Trammell did not field it cleanly. Goes to Whitaker, but luckily the runner Fowler was hustling on the play and beat the relay. Oh, anybody else may have stood there, thought that was a line drive. The umpire did not make the quick decision to call him out, so it was trapped. Trammell goes to Whitaker, and Fowler able to beat the play. So 2 outs in the 7th. And here's the second baseman, Benny Zobrist. 0 for 3, flied out, grounds out, and flied out. Parrish sets the target, puts down the sign. Morris working from the stretch and the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-6 and walks him. So now the leadoff runners come on. It's Bryant versus Morris here in the 7th. And that's Aurelio Lopez and Willie Hernandez starting to get up. So Sparky the Hook. Anderson's not going to waste any time. 2 outs in the 7th, tying runners on. Parrish sets in, puts on the sign. Morris probably could be 1 hit away from being fatigued. Morris from the stretch. Bryant has hit into 2 outs and forced out. On deck is Rizzo. You could see Willie Hernandez if Bryant gets on. Parrish sets in. Morris and the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-5 ground ball in a second. Whitaker's got it, throws him out, and that ends the 7th. Cubs strand 2. We go to the last of the 7th. It's 3-0 Tigers. So 3-0 Tigers, last of the 7th. And it's a good one here at the ballpark here in Detroit, old venerable Tiger Stadium. So the Tigers, 3 runs on 6 hits. The Cubs, no runs on 5 hits and 1 error. Bergman, Whitaker, and Trammell against John Lester here in the 7th inning. So Lester back on the mound, looks in, gets the sign from Contreras. Here's the pitch to Bergman. And that's going to be a 5-11 fly ball right field. Tough play for Hayward. Comes in, makes the catch for the first out. Hayward's a 1-8-2. That's almost like a good Gold Glove play. He went in the gap and made a nice catch. So here's Lou Whitaker, 1 out in the 7th. Whitaker's 0 for 3, grounded to a couple ground outs and force play. So he's 0 for 3 against the lefty today. Contreras sits in the sign, and Lester looks in the big windup and deals to Whitaker. 3-8 and walked him. So a big walk to Whitaker. Now here is Trammell. Trammell's 0 for 2. He struck out in the first, struck out in the 5th. That's been sandwiched between a walk and the 3rd. Contreras sets down the sign. Lester working from the stretch. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. The Trammell 5-11. Fly ball right field. That's Jay Hay. He should make this catch. And does for the second out. So Trammell hit it out the right field. Hayward didn't have to move. And there's 2 outs. And here's Gibson with the tough right-handed part of this lineup after him. This could be Lester's last batter. We'll see. Runner on first, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tigers lead by 3, out hitting the Cubbies 6-5. Contreras puts down the sign. Lester working in. Runner on first and 2 out. Pitch to Gibson. And that's a 2-7. That's a no! Holy cow, what a play. And who got it? It was the second baseman, and Zobrist made a game-saving catch. You'll see that on ESPN as a possible play of the year. Oh, he went up and got it on his ladder. Single, won the 19. He got the 20. So let's go to the 8th. 3-0 Tigers. Oh, what a play by Zobrist. So now here's Anthony Rizzo, 2 for 3, 2 hits and a walk. He's been on base all 3 times. Morris working into the 8th inning. Tough part of this Cub lineup right now. Parrish sets in, puts down the sign for him. Morris with the big windup. Here's the pitch to Rizzo. And that's going to be another base hit for Rizzo. In the gap, it's deep center field. Cannot get it. Rizzo around first. He's around second. He's going to go for third and slides in safely. So Rizzo lead off triple here in the 8th. And boy, Rizzo 3 for 3 today. So here's Wilson Contreras. Morris has some problems here. Contreras followed by Hayward and a couple lefties. Hernandez is ready. The hat is off, but you can see it out in the bullpen area. Morris probably last batter here if I'm guessing right. Parrish sets down the sign. Morris from the stretch. They're playing the infield back. They're willing to give up a run to get it out. Here's the pitch to Contreras. 1-6. Him out. Morris says enough of that. 1 away. But here is Sparky. Does he come get him with the lefties coming up? Then Russell and Solar. And here comes Sparky. He's making the call for Willie Hernandez. So Jack Morris is done, and we'll get Willie coming in this ball game. New pitcher for the Tigers. Pitching change here in Detroit. So Willie Hernandez comes out. He's coming off probably one of the single best years ever for a reliever. 9-3, 32 saves, 1.92 ERA, 140 innings out of the bullpen, 96 hits, 36 walks, 112 Ks, only giving up 6. He is a 2L. So he'll pitch to Hayward, and I bet a pinch hitter for Conlon, then followed by Russell and Solar. So with 1 out in the 8th, again, infield playing back. They're willing to give up a run. Let's see if Hernandez can save Morris's ERA here. Parrish sets down the sign for him. Willie Hernandez, screwball fastball pitcher, and he's a good one. Parrish puts down the sign. Hernandez hit. Here comes the pitch. And they will go to a pinch hitter for Jason Hayward. Oh, Joe Madden with a controversial decision will go to Amora. Amora's been up 39 times, 4 doubles, 2 homers, 6 RBIs. He's hitting a robust .410. So now, with Madden going to Amora, Hernandez Hayward comes out of the game. Parrish sets down the sign, and Hernandez again. Hernandez's best pitch is that Scroogey, and it's really good against righties too. So Hernandez not afraid to throw it. Parrish puts down the sign for him, makes sure Rizzo doesn't see it down at third base. He nods. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 2, single 1 to 13. Garbe with a nice play. Rizzo better held. Oh, he held that third. Garbe went to his right and snatched it on the line. 2 outs in the 8th. And now here's Chris Conlon. Let's see if the Cubs go for a new hitter here. He's a 3-arm. They already had to use Conlon today when Baez went out. Parrish sets in the side. Let's see if they go to a pinch hitter for Conlon. Here is the old back Conlon. 2-9, got him on strikes. Willie Hernandez does the job. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 3-0 Tigers. So new pitcher for the Cubbies is Justin Grimm. He's 1-0, 3.18 ERA. 14 hits in 11 innings, 3 walks and 12 strikeouts. Grimm will pitch to Parrish, Lemon, and Herndon, the righties part of this lineup. In the 8th, 3-0 Tigers with the 8th. So Willie Hernandez has come in and made it. Board Sports Network. Hello, how are you? I've not seen you in my chat before. I thank you for coming in. Thank you. I appreciate you for coming in and being part of the action. The 1975 Cincinnati Reds. You want to kind of root for the Tigers here because the Reds are kind of competing for that first place spot in the NL Central. So here we go. Parrish to bat, last of the 8th. Willie Hernandez does the job. It's 3-0 Tigers here in the 8th. Contreras sets down the sign. Grimm looks in. Here's the pitch to Parrish. And that's a 6-3 base hit center field. Parrish is 3 for 4. Gets a big hit off a tough righty. So now here is Dexter Lemon. Lemon is 2 for 3, average up to 337. Again, leads the league in home runs with 9, leads the American League with RBIs in 27. He's having a career possible player of the month in April if the Tigers were in contention. Contreras sets down the sign. Grimm from the stretch. Runner on first in, nobody out. The pitch to Lemon. And it's a 1-6. That is a deep drive left field. Mora makes the catch. And it looks like the Cubs made a defensive change. They moved the Mora to left and moved Solar to right. So 2 outs, so 1 out here. Here is Herndon. Herndon's 1 for 3. Righty up, and I think the Tigers may say for defensive sake, who is the better fielder? Let's see if they want to go with Grubb or stay with Herndon. Herndon is a 3E6, and let's see, Grubb is a 3E8 too. No big difference. But Grubb has a good carver's righty, so they're going to go ahead and make the move. So Johnny Grubb will bat for Larry Herndon. Grubb's only had 1 at-bat this year. Wow, the Tigers have not utilized Grubb in April at all. No at-bats. His only bat, he's also had a walk. So Grubb, the batter. We've always liked this card in Strap because he's always hit righties extremely well. Contreras sets in the target. Grimm from the stretch, runner on first and 1 out, 3-0 Tigers. Pitch to Grubb, 3-7, he walked him. So Grubb gets him on base here. So now first and second, 1 out. Grimm not doing his job. And here is Darrell Evans, 1 out in the 8th, 3-0 Tigers, trying to add a little insurance here against the Cubbies. Cubbies' first game of 3-game series against their AL Central rivals. Contreras sets in the target. Grimm working from the stretch, and here is the pitch to Evans, and that's going to be a 5-8, not a single, and it is for Evans. So Grimm might be done out of the game. So Evans with a base hit. Parrish had to hold at third. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's Garbe, and let's see if Joe Madden goes back to his bullpen. Bases loaded, 1 out. Tigers looking to blow this one open here. 3 runs on 8 hits for the Tigers. Contreras sets in the side now. Grimm working from the stretch. By the way, Board Sports Network. Cincinnati leads Milwaukee 7-0. So one of the Red pitchers looking to have a possum, and that might be Gary Nolan out there pitching a complete game against the 82 Brewers. So Contreras puts down the sign for him. Grimm still in the game for now until I click on this button, and we'll find out if there is any kind of change here. So let's go see if we can do this. Nope, let's do that. I'm trying to get the pitching change to happen before I do anything. Well, I guess we're going to have to swing the bat and see if it's a pitching change. Contreras sets in the target. Grimm working for the stretch. Bases loaded, 1 out, 3-0 Tigers, and they will go to a new pitcher, and it's going to be It's going to be Hector Rodon. Rodon, filthy against right-hander. He's 1-0. No ERA, 2 saves, 5 hits, and 5 at-bats. He's a tough little guy against righty pitching. He'll have a righty here, and then Bergman and Whitaker. So we have 2 lefties coming up. So we'll see if the Cubs only make this a 1-batter here. You don't have a 3-batter minimum here in the all-time league. Contreras sets the target. Rodon working from the stretch. Bases loaded, 1 out. Pitch to Garbe. 2-8, and that is a base hit for Garbe. You only hitting that 2 column, and Garbe found one. Parrish scores. Grubb will hold at third, and the Tigers take a 4-0 lead. So Rodon made a great pitch, but Barbaro Garbe hit it where it ain't. So it's 4-0 Tigers, 1 out in the 8th. Bergman 1 for 3. We'll see if Matted makes a choice move here now. All of a sudden, Rodon's card looks like something out of batting practice. A lot of power there, so you have to be careful. Contreras sets in the target. Rodon working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. They'll pitch to him. That's a 5-5 fly ball left field. Amora comes in. Runner should score. Grubb does. And it is 5-0 Tigers. So RBI, sac fly. No at bat for Dave Bergman. First and second, 2 outs. Tigers add a little insurance 2-run spot here in the 8th. Here's Whitaker. He's 0 for 3 of the walk. Contreras puts down the sign. Rodon working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Whitaker. And that's a 5-3 fly ball right field. Solar, he can't dodge him out there. He's a 4-4. Can he make the play? Yes, he can. Solar with a nice running catch. Oh, he almost misplayed that one. And it ends the inning. So we've gone to the 9th. Tigers lead 5-0. So now let's see what we will do. Grubb will stay in the game and play left field. Is there anybody else that shouldn't be playing here? Garbe is a 4. Howard Johnson is a 4.22. Let's put Tom Brookins in at third for defensive purposes. He's a 2 out there. He's a 2.14. Makes their defense pretty solid in the field. So now here in the top of the 9th, Detroit leads by 5. Russell followed by Solar and Fowler. Last chance for the Cubs here. All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Board Sports Network, for appreciate you coming in. Thank you for everything. Here's Addison Russell, will be followed by Solar and Fowler. When this is over, we'll roll our 6-sided dice. We'll see how many days of rest our schedule will take, and then we'll find you our next game that we'll play, either on demand or on live. The 1986 Yankee AL replay is kind of in a stall right now, as I got Sports Channel games still left to play before I can play my next live one, which will be the Yankees and Brewers, Coconut and Guidry, Sunday on WPIX. So Parrish puts down the sign. Hernandez looks in. Here's the pitch to Russell. And there's a 4-9 and walked him. Oh, a rare walk for Willie Hernandez. So here come the Cubbies. So they're down by 5. Runner on first. There's Solar. Solar gets the opportunity now. Solar so far has had 60 at-bats, 2 doubles, and 4 home runs. Parrish sets in the target. Hernandez working from the stretch. Runner on first and nobody out. Pitch to Solar in a 5-9. Ground ball to short. This should be 2. Trammell's got in front. No, he can't make the play. Whitaker was holding, so that's not a base hit. Trammell was there and gets the fielder's choice. Goes to Whitaker, but Solar will beat the return throw. So runner on first and 1 out. Luckily did not get the pound sign single and 2 stars there. If he was a left-handed batter, that would have been a base hit. Here is Dexter Fowler. 1 for 4, single back in the first. Parrish sets the target. Hernandez needs a double play to finish it here for the Tigers. Hernandez working from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. Here's the pitch to Fowler. Fowler on a 4-6 base hit center field for Fowler. So Solar takes second. You heard the stories about relievers. They are not a save situation. They get their adrenaline maybe where they have to try to bring it back up again, and they start to falter. Yankees, I've seen that many times with, let's say, with our Lotus Chapman. He'll come in, have an 8, 9 run lead. If they bring in to get him some work done, he ends up coming in and scares the hell out of people. If he starts to walk people, he'll give up a grand slam or something. All of a sudden, that 8 run lead turns to 4, and he starts walking guys after that, and they have to pull him to put somebody else in to put out the rest of the fire. Let's hopefully Willie Hernandez is not in that factor here. First and second one out here is Zobrist. Zobrist is 0 for 3. Hits lefties a little better than he does righties. He has a good solid card, but he'll be fouled by Bryant and Rizzo. So the Cubs trying to bring up some of their thunder here in the 9th. Paris sets down the target. Willie Hernandez from the stretch. First and second one out. Pitch to Zobrist. 2-6, and that is a great play by Bergman. Goes Tremble back to first. Double play. Bergman with a spectacular 3-6-3. What a play to end the inning. Bone crushing, soul stinging, big 3-6-3 double play. What a play by Bergman. Bergman goes to Tremble, gets back to first, got the relay, got the double play. Willie Hernandez gets the job done. Final score, Detroit Tigers 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. The Cubs, no runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. The Tigers scored 1 in the first, 2 in the 6th, and added 2 in the 8th. Morris goes 7 to 3rd, gives up 6 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Willie Hernandez gets credit for his 5th save, inning and 2/3, 1 hit, 1 walk, and a strikeout. Lester loses it, but boy, he pitched better than that. 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, only 1 was earned, 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. ERA goes to 1.43. Grimm went a 3rd inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, both were earned. Rondon, 2/3 inning, gave up the hit that scored a couple of those runs. So Rondon did not make the pitch he needed to. The big hitters for the Chicago Cubs, Rizzo, 3 for 3 with the walk. He was on 4 times. Fowler, 2 for 5. The Cubs were 7 of 33, no runs scored, no RBIs as Morris and Hernandez pitches the shutout. For the Tigers, they had 2 guys with multiple hits. Paris, 3 for 4, 2 runs scored. Lemon, 2 for 4, runs scored, and RBI. He continues his torrid hitting. The Tigers were 9 of 33, 5 runs scored, 4 RBIs. Doubles in the game. No doubles in the game. Triples by Rizzo. RBIs by Lemon, Herndon, Garbe, and Bergman. Final score, Tigers 5, Cubs nothing. So now let's go to our game scoreboard and see how many days we're going to go ahead and skip to the future. Let's see if we can get ourselves to May in the schedule. So let's go ahead and go to our scheduled games. So we're now officially April 28th. Let's see how many days we'll skip. It's only 3, so we'll skip the 28th, 29th, and 30th. We'll come back May 1st, which will be a Wednesday. So we'll go ahead and put that one. We'll go ahead and put that Wednesday. Only 5 games on May 1st, so we'll have to pick and choose something that will probably be will work best for us. We'll look at our standings as they'll be updated as these 3-game series between the Cubs and Tigers will have been played. And then the new series will start on May the 1st, which is a Wednesday. So let's go ahead and start us off by autoing the 28th, 29th, and 30th. And then we'll go ahead and go over the games. Let's kind of give you a quick recap of the scoreboard that pops up, folks. Here we go. It was the Yankees defeating the Orioles 9-3. So this Yankee team starting to play extremely well. Florida over Pittsburgh 10-4. Astros over the A's 10-0. This is a little too fast for me to read, I think. We'll see if we can do that, and let's see if we can go back front and read when we're done. So we're going through May. Oh, I did not want to do that. No. Stop. So let's go ahead and stop that. All of a sudden, it skipped past that. I thought I was going to skip. I should have put them on manual and stop play. So that was my fault. So let's go ahead and go to the May 2nd game. So basically, May 2nd would have been played anyway. So we'll put May 3rd. Now that's the thing. Let's put the rest 3 games on play day, and then we'll stop it right there. Let's dance and look for our game. That'll be important. Here we go. Last 3 games have been played. So the games on May the 1st, when we'll come back, will be these. Let's see. 5 games. The Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Atlanta Braves in an AL West and NL Central game. It's Doc Medich and Kent Merkers. We're looking at our 5 starters here. Don Little of the New York Giants will take on the St. Louis Cardinals and John Stupor. The Angels take on the White Sox and Ramon Ortiz and Freddie Garcia. Then the Padres will take on the Phils. It's Mark Langston and Bob Walk. And then it's the Mariners and the Dodgers. You know what? That might be the game we'll watch. Mariners have a fun team. The Dodgers have played well. And we haven't looked at the Dodgers yet. This is the 81 Dodgers and the 2001 Mariners. So we'll go ahead and have that as our next ball game of choice, as it will be Jamie Moyer for the Seattle Mariners taking on Jerry Rolls-Royce. That'll be our next exciting matchup. And then we'll go ahead and start autoing after the 3rd, after another dice roll. And we're in the month of May, folks, in this Stratomatic Great Teams League. Thank you for being here. Let's look at the standings one more time to see who's doing what. What did the rest of that schedule do with all those games? The Yankees now hold a nice 5.5 game lead over the Blue Jays, 5.5 over the Rays, 7.5 over the Red Sox, and now 8 games over the Orioles. The 98 Yankees starting to play some very aggressive baseball. The 2005 White Sox hold a 1.5 lead over the Twins, 2 over the Indians, 4 over the Tigers. And the Royals are 5.5 back. The Astros are a 1-game leader over these Mariners we talked about. That's going to be a great matchup between the Mariners and Dodgers. The Texas Rangers are 3 back. They started like gangbusters, but they're slowing down a bit. Oakland is 5.5 back, and the Angels are 7.5 back. In the NL, the Washington Nationals still in first place, a 3.5 game lead over the New York Giants, followed by the Marlins. The Mets are still 8.5 back, as they have not really righted their ship totally. Dallas Green, the Phillies, struggling had a very bad April, 9-19, 9.5 back. While in the NL Central, the Cubs hold a 1.5 game lead over the Reds, 4 over the Pirates, 9 over the Brewers. In the NL West, the Braves hold a half game lead over the Dodgers, 2 on the Padres, 5 on the Rockies, and 7 on the Diamondbacks. If you're interested in wild cards, the wild cards right now would belong to Seattle and Texas. In the NL, would belong to the Dodgers and Reds. So, folks, thank you so much. This has been a pleasure doing a great team league game. This has been Sports Time Machine. If you're interested, please watch my programming as I'm doing a little bit of Stratomatic little classroom work. Watch that, please. And if you have any questions, please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate Board Sports Network coming in. Somebody new I haven't seen before in a game. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you again. And as always, this has been a Stratomatic game between all-time league as the Tigers defeat the Cubs by a score of 5-0.